Muy buenas a todos, bienvenidos a la guarida, bienvenidos mis dracómitos a SpellForce. Seguimos aquí con la aventura con SpellForce3, donde lo habíamos dejado, si no recuerdo mal, habíamos llegado al nexo de la ciudad, ¿vale? Estábamos entrando en ese centro, el núcleo de la ciudad perdida de los moldeadores, para que nos vayamos poniendo en situación. Vamos a ir... continuar, bien, continuar.
The stone doors fall shut behind you as you
Vale, un segundito, vale, va todo bien.
in almost eerie silence. Yet you immediately feel a presence, a power long forgotten, waiting for someone or something to wake it from its slumber. The Nexus must be nearby.
Incredible. So, this is the Nexus? The upper levels. We'll need to go further down to find the heart. Come.
Ajá.
What do we need?
Estoy colocándoles aquí las zonas de...
We should get moving. Yes? Yes.
Vale, bien, perfecto. Es una costumbre, ¿vale? Lo hago siempre, con este juego, además. Con otros igual no, pero con este siempre lo hago. Vale, este parece una zona pequeña, debe de ser una zona de paso. Dios, es que veo estos detalles y me enamoran. El juego a nivel visual me tiene muy enamorado, ya lo he dicho mil veces. Sé que estáis algunos cansados de escucharlo, pero es que es verdad. Es un juegazo.
Blasted armor. Understood.
Luego, cuando terminemos el juego haré
That's the way.
un vídeo de análisis, ¿vale? Seguramente el último vídeo, si veo que es muy largo, pues lo hago en otro aparte. Pero mi idea es con cada uno de estos juegos que vayamos haciendo... ¡Hola, cómo mola! Yo me tiro ahí de cabeza. I can feel, I can fly. ¡Bum! Muertos. Así, tal cual lo digo. Vale, esto se me hace raro. El núcleo del nexo, pero no es aquí.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible amount of magical energy. According to Iskrim, this is it. The heart of the Nexus. The source of the Shaper's power.
Y de aquí sale el poder. Sí, sí, claro. Por supuesto.
What's next? Yes? Yes?
Vale, pero el tercer botón, que es en el que les tenía, ha desaparecido, así que... Estoy viendo que son zonas de paso chungas.
Well, blow me down with a feather. And here I thought this couldn't get any more impressive.
Then I'm guessing we got lucky? This is the Nexus?
Yes. We found Mullendeer's heart.
Ajá. La mesa de piedra.
So, as I said already to Har, if we're to find out anything about the bloodburn in this city, it'll be here. Do you see that massive pillar in the center? That's where the Shapers drew their energy from. They used it to communicate, to store knowledge, to power the mechanisms in their city, and to build some of their most magnificent creations.
Interesante.
Huh. And where exactly does that energy they channel in here come from? What is it?
Well, that's one of the great Shaper mysteries. There's many theories and few facts. But the most likely one is that it draws from some kind of world essence, the same we mages use to cast magic.
If something like that exists, why have I never heard about it before?
As I said, it's just one of many theories. I might be completely mistaken.
Yo la veo lógica. En algún sitio tiene que salir.
What did they create? Just creatures?
Well, obviously just a few very select items, such as, I suppose, the runes we found. Only the most skilled of their craftsmen were allowed to work on that altar you see over there. Being Zaklar, a runesmith, was one of the most respected positions in Shaper society, and only those of the priest caste were even considered. I'm guessing that whatever miracle allowed them to create these ghost watchers outside was also manufactured here.
Muy guay.
Did you just say they used this place to communicate?
Yes. Apparently, some Shapers were able to communicate with each other by thought alone.
I've heard about that. But what does this nexus have to do with it?
Well, their telepathy wasn't an innate skill. It was something the higher castes learned through somehow joining their minds to that pillar. They were connected.
Well, that does sound useful.
And a little bit scary.
Either way, I suggest we take a look around, see what we can find.
Siempre tiene que decir algo. Da igual lo que yo diga, la tía siempre. No sé yo. Esto es bonito. Yo lo veo feo. Esto es una mierda. Pues a mí me parece bonito. Tú eres tonta. Yo no lo tengo claro. Tú eres la mujer más lista del mundo. De vez en cuando soy tonta. Es que esta tía siempre va a llevarnos la contraria.
Let's see.
Nihav's hammer. Do you feel that?
Energy. Seems there's still some left.
Yeah. And what's that? Looks like some kind of anvil?
Could that be where the Shapers forged their creations?
Very likely so, yes. Wait. How about a little experiment? That strange rune Lacane gave you. Could I, borrow it for a moment?
What for?
As I said, a little experiment. These shards we found on the ghosts outside. I think I might be able to combine them with our rune.
Tengo yo claro que es una buena idea, pero bueno. Podría ser peligroso, pero toma.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, that's interesting.
What?
The runes. They look alike.
So, Lacane gave us a Shaper rune?
Might be, yeah.
Ah.
He seemed to think it was a gift from Aenir.
Interesting. Well, I personally don't believe in Aenir handing out gifts to his followers, but as you can tell by the godstones all over the city, he played a role in the Shaper's faith too. So, technically, it could be both a Shaper rune and a gift from the Allfather.
And you're still sure you want to do this?
I am. It may take a while, so I suggest you take a look around in the meantime.
Sure. At least we'll be out of the blast radius that way.
Very funny.
Después de todo lo que he hecho por ti, así me lo agradeces y me
So, what's the plan?
Explora el nexo. Okay.
Will do.
Ya está, explorado. Esto es un tumulto en el que no vamos a encontrar nada interesante. Vale, aquí... Por aquí los gráficos... dejan un poco de que desear. Parecen... Al principio pensé que eran raíces, madera, pero ahora, como con esta textura así plástica, más bien parece algo orgánico incluso. A ver, orgánico, ya me entendéis, algo animal. Parece... Es que hasta parece un cerebro con una forma un poco rara, pero un cerebro al fin y al cabo. Explora el nexo, venga. 15. Vamos. Esto larga que da gusto, gente.
Yes?
Joder.
Yes?
El 3 siempre desaparece. Vale.
Sounds like a plan.
Hay que explorar. Yo veo un altar guapísimo para hacer la exploración, pero...
Sure.
Pues no me está diciendo nada. Me olvidaba de pulsar el botón. No veo nada por ahí abajo. ¿Vosotros? No veo nada.
That way?
Now would you look at that?
¿Por qué llevo tan cerca? Es que hace nada que cogimos otro. está en la entrada misma. Estas son otras misiones que hay.
You got it.
Posible.
Interesting.
Es que los arcos estos son espectaculares. A mí este tipo de diseños me parece alucinante, de verdad. ¿Os imagináis vuestra ciudad? Que cada uno de los portillos de la acera, la propia acera, las carreteras, los edificios, los puentes, la arquitectura de toda vuestra ciudad que tuviera estos diseños, son la arquitectura básica de la ciudad. Ya cada edificio puede variar más o menos, pero la arquitectura propia de la ciudad, ¿no os parecería alucinante que tuviera este aspecto? A mí me parece la
Now would you look at that? What's that?
Looks like a map of Fiara. A very old one.
Justo el último, ¿os dais cuenta?
So this is what the world looked like during the reign of the Shapers. That's fascinating.
Indeed. You see those markings? Glyphs. They look like someone carved them into the stone.
Can you make out what they say?
I've been trying, but...
Yes, that's it. Over here, quickly!
Cojones, qué pulmón
To
tiene
this
el helado.
day, the Shaper's magical and technological
Que nos ha llegado
prowess
desde China y venimos automático.
Isgrim?
Ah, there you are. I was right. It worked.
Más o
Look.
menos.
I don't see anything.
Just take a look. Here, Tar.
What?
What the heck just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. The rune. It must have reacted to you somehow, Tahar.
Yes, but why? What did you do to it?
I joined it with the shards we found on the Ghost Watchers. I'm guessing that caused some kind of magical reaction when you, as the rune owner, touched it.
So we're bound to the city now.
No, of course not. But I think the rune got stronger. Still, I'll have to do more research on this. I can't help but feeling that these runes are an ocean and we've merely touched the surface.
Mola.
Let's just hope there isn't a monster on the bottom.
Anyway, what now? We still haven't learned anything new about the Bloodburn or the song.
That's right, we haven't. But while I was working on the rune, a thought occurred to me. Remember how I told you that some of the higher caste shapers were able to communicate by thought alone, by telepathy? Frankly, I believe that's exactly what the song is. Telepathy.
You mean we're hearing the thoughts of a shaper?
The shapers are extinct, so no. But it might be someone else using shaper magic or sort of mental echo. The memories of the dead.
Qué mala uva.
I'm not sure what you mean by a mental echo.
Well, the shapers left all kinds of traces, didn't they? And those specters we fought on the surface are proof that their magic is still prevalent. Also, we know they use telepathy to communicate, so who knows? Maybe this song is just a lost, forgotten thought that somehow made it through the millennia.
That's almost poetic.
The song is telepathy. You mean what we are hearing?
Isn't an actual sound, but a thought translated by your mind, yes. That explains why not everybody hears it, doesn't it?
Why do we then?
Probably because of our magical gifts. It makes sense, doesn't it?
So, somebody is talking in our heads. That's bizarre. Be that as it may, how does that get us any closer to finding a cure for the Bloodburn?
Because it tells us what has to be done next. Reactivate the Nexus.
Why?
Because it might allow us to do the same thing that the Shapers did. Join our minds to that pillar. We could connect to the collective subconscious of an extinct race, which then again could help us understand the song and its origin.
Otra vez elección. Vamos a ser más cautelosos o marujones. Yo soy muy marujo, así que voy a darle intrigante.
That sounds intriguing. How do we reactivate it, though?
Good question. But I believe those two pedestals have something to do with it. I'm pretty sure they're what used to be conjuring the energy of this place.
And they're empty. So we need to find whatever was in there, don't we? A power source.
Yeah. The only question is how.
I think I have an idea. Let's get back to that map. I think Iskrim should take a look at it.
Volvemos a viajar solos. Bueno, está bien que sea automático, ¿vale? Cambio de mapa. Además, ya veis que carga muy rápido.
Here we go. What do you make of this, Iskrim?
A map of old Fiara. By Nihalf, this is incredible.
Yes, but I was talking about those markings. They look as though they were added manually, don't they? I've started translating them already, but I'm stuck. Can you take a shot?
Let me see. Saganar Zavuladun. Stones of... Wait. You're right. The stones of the essence and their location.
Stones of the essence? So they are the power sources we're looking for.
They must be, yes.
But why would someone hide the stones and then mark their location?
Who says someone hid them? Maybe they were just brought somewhere else. It's common knowledge that the last years of the Shapers were chaotic, and they might have had a good reason to abandon this nexus.
Then maybe it's not a good idea to bring them back, don't you think?
Well, the thing is, without the stones, we're stuck. We need this place up and running to understand the song. Even if my theory about it being telepathy is wrong, without power, we can't access the archive neither.
Then we need to find them.
Absolutely. And I suggest we start right away with...
Hold your horses. We're not getting these stones anytime soon.
Why?
Because if that map is anywhere near accurate, one of those stones is located in what's now Aeonir's Blade. No point going in there without an army.
The Iron Falcons. Right.
Iron Falcons?
You don't know. The Iron Falcons are an order that is protecting the tomb of Foil Darg. They're fighting the world's end, so to speak. What about the other marking, Iria? Maybe...
Hold on. The Field Darg? The ancient evil?
Yeah, them. According to the lore, the Guardians locked them in this tomb. But the seal has gotten weaker as time went by, so for over 800 years, the Iron Falcons have been protecting it. I'm surprised you know so little of your own country's lore, Tahar.
Well, my father was never interested in old myths.
The Fieldar aren't a myth, not at all. If it weren't for the Falcons, Fiara would be history by now. That's not to say they're a likable bunch. Word has it that they're fanatically religious, self-righteous pricks. But I guess living in the desert with only skeletons to keep you company does that to you.
What about the other marking?
That one's even worse. This land where the marking points to doesn't even exist anymore. It's right in the Black Sea.
Damn it, you're right. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that this island doesn't exist anymore, does it? Maybe the cartographers of our era simply haven't discovered it yet. We could build a ship, right? Sail there and find out.
Yeah, maybe. But again, for that we need support. Someone who can provide us with influence, money, and at least some troops against whatever we'll face there. Not to mention the fact, Tahar, that your former general has probably already sent his dogs on us.
Ideas?
What about that village mayor, Clara Farland? Didn't she tell us something about certain friends she has?
True. And there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, though I still don't think this is a good idea. How about the Moorhair elves? You told me they're investigating the Bloodburn too, didn't you?
We fought them in Leonon. I doubt they'll be eager to cooperate.
They know they made a mistake. That Scryer, she snapped, and given General Noria's intentions, she wasn't even that wrong to do so. I'm pretty sure they'll listen to what we have to say, especially if they're struggling with the Bloodburn themselves.
All right, it might be worth a try.
Well then, sounds like we have plenty of options, doesn't it? Where do we start?
Vale, gente, ahora tenemos que tomar la primera decisión. ¿Nos vamos con los elfos, con los humanos o con los orcos? Una de tres. Estoy viendo un cofre por aquí. Antes no lo había visto. Y yo tiro por elfos, gente.
We should try our luck with the elves first. They know about the Bloodburn. Iria, do you know the way to Leaf Shade?
Yeah, it's a 6-day journey. Less if we find ourselves horses.
Good. Then let's rest some more and get prepared.
¡No! ¡Déjame coger el cofre! ¡Condenado! ¡Buah! Y seguro que no había nada, seguramente 4 monedas, pero... Vale, este va a ser un mapa más grandote porque a este le está costando cargar. Ya veis que el mapeado es muy detallado, muy bonito, muy atractivo. Y sin embargo no tiene tiempos de carga brutales. Son bastante rápidos. Vale que tenemos una...
So, this will be our base, won't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
I'll take care of that. Above all, we need allies.
We'll find them.
¡Oh! Espérate, chaval. Esto no me lo esperaba. Vale. Uf. A ver, gente, esto es un modo de juego alternativo. Que, bueno, en este caso no es alternativo, en este caso lo hacen complementario al juego principal. En el segundo, no me acuerdo si en el primero también estaba, pero bueno, era de otra forma. En el segundo, básicamente teníamos una pequeña fortaleza y nos mandaban a misiones secundarias que podíamos hacer en la misión principal y demás, que si las íbamos cumpliendo íbamos desbloqueando cositas de la ciudad. Por ejemplo, reparar la muralla que estaba destruida, construir pozo, una fuente, una estatua conmemorativa, mejorar el castillo. Básicamente eran algo así como aditivos para enganchar un poco más a la gente. Nos añadían un poquito de historia extra.
What do we need?
Pequeñas historias alternativas que molaban mucho y tenían mucho contenido y nos permitían subir un poquito de nivel adicional y hacernos más fuertes. Y aquí nos están diciendo... ¡Ay, es que no me lo esperaba! Que según vayamos reuniendo aliados... Vamos a poder... ¡Buah! Vamos a poder traer gente de diferentes facciones para que se vayan montando el campamento y vayan... limpiando un poco la ciudad, por así decirlo. Ahora está totalmente desértica. Solamente estamos, pues, los 3 picados. 3 picados, por cierto, que estoy intentando buscar a 2 de ellos y no los encuentro. Consigue aliados elfos, consigue aliados humanos y consigue aliados orcos. Consigue al menos un aliado. Esto es brutal, gente. Porque de todo lo que estoy viendo en el juego es lo único que no me esperaba encontrar. Precisamente porque, bueno, en este aspecto de cantidad de contenido y tal lo he visto un poco flojo. Pero va a resultar que no. Va a resultar que no. Que es tan completo como el anterior, como mínimo. Vale, pues voy a hacer una cosa. ¡Hola, venga!
What's next?
Fijaos, y esta es la parte del nexo que se ha desbloqueado así por las buenas. Oye. Vale, voy a intentar coger eso. Ya sabía yo que tenían que haber objetos raros por allí. Vale, lo primero. Mientras el personaje viene, quiero ver lo que he cogido. Esto. Revestimiento exterior de armadura enana. Vale, bien. Esto es una pieza más para hacer algo nuevo, ¿vale? Para hacer una nueva pieza de armadura para enanos. Genial. losa de titanita. Interesante. Otra pieza para material enano, gente. Aquí hay otro. Vale, ahí hay otro cofre. Entonces me imagino que en cada sala va a haber uno. Por esta lógica que estamos viendo. Pues no. Parece que en esta sala, en esta salita, no hay. Es que es una pasada de lugar. Y otra losa de titanita, perfecto. Hay que hablar con Sígueme de todo esto.
Got it.
No sé con quién debo hablar primero. Primero vamos a hablar con Iria, ¿vale? Con Iria. Y luego ya miraremos de hablar con el enano, con Sígueme. Mapa normal. Ah, vale, esa es la hoja.
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
So it seems.
An ancient shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the blood burn. And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
Innkeeping is fun, until you find yourself on your knees at dawn, clearing up the puddles of vomit and beer these tired, weary souls left behind when they were done carousing.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
So, you'd leave it all behind? The adventuring?
You know. People always act as if these decisions are final. The only way to find out how much I'd like that kind of life is by taking a chance, isn't it? And if one day I wake up and find myself in need of a change, I can still pack up my things and hit the road again. Upsides of elven blood. There's plenty of time.
Algunos pueden vivir hasta 1000 años, así que sí, sobra.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle? Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
Oh, hay camas. ¿Compartimos lecho? Oh, no me dejan.
Now would you look at that?
Corporal? Need anything?
This might sound odd,
A mí me interesa.
but why did you join me? It was me the Harbinger wanted.
Why are you asking? If you want me to leave, you can just say it. No hard feelings.
No, I just want to understand. You've been putting yourself in a lot of danger for our cause.
I guess so. Well, I hate to disappoint, but I don't think there's a particular reason. As you pointed out in the prison, I'm a fugitive as much as you are, and my best chance of survival was sticking with you.
Me vais a ver medio catarrado más de una vez. Ahora que tenemos la cámara, así que... Ay, no estoy resfriado, pero ando ahí cogiendo algo. Tengo la garganta un poco agujereada, ¿vale? Ya empiezo a tener placas, así que con cuidadito. No la voy a atacar ahí con mis preguntas, porque eso ya sería pasarnos de la raya de multiplicación de poderes.
Will do. Understood. Got it.
Pues entonces lo que tenemos que hacer es venirnos para aquí.
Will do.
No podemos hablar con ninguno todavía.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological...
Y a día de hoy somos la...
What do we need?
Todos. Bueno, vamos a hablar aquí con el N, ¿no?
Yeah, wait. What's that?
I'm sorry?
That thing you've got there, the shard. Can I take a look at it for a second? Niehaus hammer. This is amazing. No, more than that. This is phenomenal.
I don't follow. What's so special about this thing?
This thing, as you call it, is part of an artifact. One that the scholars have been writing about for centuries. Blazes Tahar. Sometimes I wonder why it's always you who find such treasures, and not me. Look, if you find more of these, please bring them to me as fast as you can. It might be possible to reconstruct them, and that... I can't even begin to imagine what that would entail.
Okay. If I find more pieces, I'll bring them to you.
You have to. Niehaus hammer, I still can't believe it.
Maestro de la vida y de la muerte. Vale, o sea que hay 3 fragmentos. ¿Estarán todos en la ciudad?
Ah, Tahar. How nice of you to come by.
Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable. Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
Sí, no... Desviamos el tema un poco.
You seem to be quite excited to be here.
Why, of course I am. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendeer, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you. You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
De nada.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune LeCain gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place.
Unas cuantas cositas que puedes hacerme. Un par de favorcitos.
Yes?
Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
Dios, me encanta, me encanta, me encanta. Pequeños fallitos, ¿vale? De traducción. Como podemos ver, hay algunos detalles que no han terminado de pulir. A pesar de las cancelaciones en su aspecto digital, es lo único bueno que tiene realmente. Si queremos comprarlo en formato físico, imposible.
That armor you're wearing looks quite special. Is it from Windwall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's from Windwall. I forged it myself. Why do you ask?
Well, our smiths might be able to forge you a better one. It looks quite worn.
What? No. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It means something to me. But if it's my protection you're worried about, I can do some work on it myself. You'd have to cover the expenses, though. I'm a bit short on material these days.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I have some resources to spare.
Madre mía, tíos, madre mía. Esto me interesa.
Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, so far all I can say is that what LeCain has given you is indeed a Shaper artifact, as we suspected. Now, I would write all this purity talk of the rune being a gift of Aenir off as religious nonsense if it weren't for the fact that the rune's energy actually interacts with the Godstones, shrines of Aenir.
Which means that the Shapers and Aenir are somehow connected.
Somehow, yes. and I'll find out how.
Tengo al perro intentando entrar.
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission. Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aeonir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
Besito. Eso no es un beso. A ver. Ay, qué guapo mi abuelete, ¿eh? Ya es un abuelete, gente. Ya tiene... Va para 12 añitos, ya. Es un abuelete.
Don't you care who you're working for?
Truth be told, not that much. Making a living as an archaeologist is hard enough as it is. I can't afford to be picky. And in all honesty, aren't Lacane and his fellows just more of the same? There have always been cults who weren't happy with the Guardians and believed they had found the true and only God. There was even that one who believed in a sort of schizophrenic God, who was both the trinity of 3 different beings and the singular omnipotent God at the same time. However that's supposed to work. Sounds funny when you think about it, but those lads were dead serious.
Vale, a ver, os comento. Esto solo los que hayáis jugado al primer SpellForce lo vais a entender, ¿vale? Es que es un cachondo. Un dios que se creía 3 en 1. Es que precisamente de eso iba. El primero. Les acaban vendiendo de una forma brutal, pero acaba resultando eso, que es un dios con una santa trinidad en un solo ser. Madre mía. Tal vez tengas la razón. Es que yo creo que tienes razón. No creo yo en esta gente.
Maybe you're right.
I certainly hope so.
Goodbye.
Dios, cómo mola el sitio. Bueno, pues... tenemos que pasar por aquí. A ver. Bien, avanza la vena. Vale, perfecto. Ahora nos sale en azul. La gran pregunta va a ser, ¿y ahora qué? Esto de que me dejen un poco de libertad me mola. Que me dejen total y absoluta libertad, eso ya puede ser un pequeño problema. Porque claro, uno piensa, ¿y yo ahora qué hago?
Yes, let's see.
¡Ey! ¡Cómo mola! ¡Viaje gratis! Vale. Un segundito, gente. Sí. Vale, bien. Es que no me está apareciendo ninguna guía, ninguna flecha, nada que nos diga vente por aquí, vente por allá. Y eso no termina a mí de convencerme. De hecho, ahora nos va a decir: ah, pues no, avanza la misión principal, ecos del pasado, avanza. No veo yo nada que me indique por dónde ir. De hecho, entramos por aquí, si no recuerdo mal. Así que averigua tú ahora a dónde hay que ir. Mulandir. Vale, bien. Vale. Bien, tenemos que ir al mapa mundi, gente. Esto es, claro, es algo diferente en este aspecto. No teníamos esa opción, ¿vale? No había mapa mundi. Vale, estamos aquí. Que básicamente nos está diciendo, aquí es a donde tienes que ir. El asterisco este está aquí. Madre mía. Ahora encuentra tú el bosque de los elfos. En Lianon es donde estaban los elfos. Hoja de sombra. A ver, de todos modos vamos a encontrarnos con los tres, pero a mí me gustaría empezar con los elfos. Cosas mías, ¿vale? Siempre me han gustado. Vale, por aquí hay mucho océano. Va a ser jorobado. Madre mía, madre mía, madre mía. Esto sigue bajando. Ah, ya está. Aquí se queda. Un cráter de meteorito. Ahí está Diablo. Sí, señores, ahí está Diablo. Un pito con forma de lago. O un lago con forma de pito. Esta ciudad... Esta sí es la que yo creo que es. Vale, pues... Tenemos que encontrar aliados, así que debemos ir a uno de estos tres sitios. Orcos portafuegos. Vale, bien. Reuniendo aliados. Pero si es que aquí es donde estoy, maja. Vale, no podemos volver a Iskander ni a Lianon porque yo qué sé por qué. Pero sí que podemos ir a Hoja de Sombra. Vale, es aquí, gente.
I'll keep you shielded.
Vale, ahí sí podemos pillarlo o dejarlo, como queramos. Pero tenemos que llevar sí o sí a nuestro protagonista y a la chica. Ahí ya. Podemos llevar hasta 4 héroes. Genial.
For decades, the Mohir elves, exiled from Finnanmere, have roamed Io in search of a new home. In Nortander, they were promised lands of their own. But as the Mage Rebellion arose, they were quickly forgotten. Now, years later, they have taken shelter.
All right. The Mohir settlement should be a little further to the north.
Vale.
How long have the Mohir been living here?
Well, they left Finnanmere about 30 years ago, and they were sent to settle here 8 years after their arrival. So that's 22 years now.
Quite long, considering Leaf Shade was just meant to be a stopover.
I'm sure they feel the same way. But then again, I understand why finding a new home for fugitive elves wasn't on top of the Crown's priority list after the Mage Wars broke out.
All right, then. What's the plan?
Well, I suggest we try to find their settlement first and then talk to their scryers. They're the ones who make the decisions.
Good. Then lead the way.
Something you need?
Siempre tiene que abrirse la piedra antes de nada. Porque como partemos, no tenemos a dónde ir. Ani. Vale. Pues vaya desperdicio, ¿no? Matas a un pobre bicho y no te pasa nada. Solo por diversión. Vale, me piden que debo una vuelta larguísima.
Just give the word.
Ah, qué aroma más significativamente agradable.
All right, here goes nothing.
Vale.
Interesting.
También me vale. Ahora chiquitín, vas a morir.
That way?
Ah,
Got
es
it.
una pantera.
They will fall.
Huh?
Understood.
Decide. Now.
No tengo
Corporal?
claro por qué aparecen goblins no muertos ayudándonos de vez en cuando. Creo que debe de ser algo de la misión que hicimos antes.
Sounds like a
Salvando al
plan.
rey
This way,
caníbal.
right?
Get ready.
Oh, yeah. Vale, vamos a abrir esto. Esto. Y esto.
Let's see.
Y esto parece... Vaya ropas más chungas, gente. Van en plan... Somos Robin Hood, pero en versión cutre. Vale, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Nada, nada. Nos siguen dando los mismos objetos que teníamos al empezar. Bastante cutre en ese aspecto. Vale, un segundito. Les he puesto el piloto automático. A ver a dónde me llevan. Vale. ¿Veis? A veces funciona. El piloto automático es una tontería, pero a veces funciona.
Danger up ahead!
This place is a bloody graveyard.
¡Eh! ¡Hola!
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes!
You got it.
Sure.
All right. Help, please.
Now, don't die on me, will you?
Please.
Tía,
We need
tía,
you.
tía.
They
No sé qué
killed
son
one
estas
of our
cosas,
heroes!
pero tienen un nivelazo brutal.
Yes.
Porque han
Fair
tomado
enough.
a
Let's
los
do
dos
this.
como si no fueran nada.
Sure.
Resucítame.
Now, don't die on me, will you? We need you.
Walking corpses. Take them down.
Siguen saliendo piña.
What do we need? Damn it! I need healing.
No, tío. Estaba intentando resucitarme. Se nos ha pasado el tiempo. Bueno, pues que venga para aquí el enano.
Yes?
Hemos
all right,
conseguido
why not?
adivinarlos, no sé cómo.
Now would you look at
Milagro.
that?
Vale. Oye, interesante.
We should get moving.
Understood.
Ha sido... Habéis hecho esto para nada. Habéis perdido una de las 6 vidas que tenéis para nothing. Pues bueno.
You got it.
Bueno, a ver, para nada no, porque me parece que hemos cogido un casco que puede servirnos. Ah, ¿qué pasa con el enano que no puede, tío? Vale. Así que es por el casco. Pues se lo voy a ir dejando porque me gusta el efecto que tiene, ¿vale? Vale. Esto no nos reduce la velocidad de ataque, así que le voy a poner esta. Lo que tenemos sigue siendo mejor. Así que se lo voy a dejar puesto y por aquí no veo nada mejor que el que tenemos puesto nosotros. Escudo pequeño y escudo de lágrima. 8%, 12%, 8%. La verdad es que es mejor el que tenemos puesto hasta ahora. No me extraña que no te esté poniendo nada, tío. Así todo lo que encuentro es peor que lo que teníamos. Ya iremos encontrando objetos mejores, eso seguro. Bueno, vamos a ir a por la misión, que nos hemos desviado un ratito. Joder.
Sure.
Yes? Sounds like a plan. That way?
More fighting. Does this never end?
Whatever's necessary.
Not happening. I can't focus.
Ahora, ¿has visto cómo puede? Todos son quejas, todos son quejas. Uy, va, menos mal que me ha dejado de ahí.
Sounds like a plan.
Vale, se supone que quizás debamos venir por aquí. Estoy viendo que esto es un asentamiento élfico bastante chulo. En la cima de una montaña.
You got it.
¿En serio? ¿Pero hasta dónde tengo que venir? Pensé que esto era la rampa, pero no. Que sí, que sí.
This way, right?
Mira, me he saltado la mitad del camino. Vale,
Sure.
parece que por aquí podremos subir, puede ser. Bueno, antes de nada, una estatua derruida, pobrecita. Tengo el perro haciendo el indio, gente. No sé si lo escucharéis o no, pero bueno, como está recién usado, está...
Is this the village?
Should be. And don't ask me why there's no one guarding the entrance.
Let's take a look around. Interesting.
Another human? Well, isn't that great?
We're just...
No, say no more. I know why you're here. Looking for some nice elven kin to enhance your bloodline, aren't you?
What?
Yes, that's what I thought. Well, why don't you join your fellow crossbreeders in the Wolfgar lands? There you can copulate all you want. Now sod off. Get away from me, you filth.
You got it.
What? Creo que se han equivocado con el doblador, Le han puesto la voz al personaje que no era. Le han puesto a un guardia masculino.
Can't believe we're still having this discussion. Tell me, Arlen, where was Ellen in all those years when our people were on the run? Just face it, she never helped us. None of the Guardians did.
Well, maybe they would have if it weren't for heretics like you. We are Ellen's children, all of us.
We are the children of our mothers and our fathers, for heck's sake. If you are so pious, then why did you leave Finn and Mir in the first place? What we need is rationality and reason, not praying to the gods that have left us.
Heresy, Varden. This is heresy. Watch your tongue, boy. I was already a scryer when you were still sucking on your mother's teat.
That's your argument?
Yes. I'm tired of seeing you spit on our traditions, spit on everything that has made our culture into what it once was. Just look at where we stand, Varden. We're refugees in a makeshift town in a bloody rainforest. And we're dying for heck's sake. We're pathetic. But instead of facing the truth, we've turned our backs on the only one who still cares for us, Ellen.
Adivino.
Varden, please, would you mind leaving these travelers alone with your obscure theories?
Yes, sure, Arlen. Just keep on acting as if the Bloodburn isn't a threat. Blazes, wake up! Salangar, a pure blood. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any better.
Not what I'd call myself. I haven't been in Finn and Mir for 8 years.
Is that so? Well, who am I to judge? Who let you in?
There weren't any guards.
What? Great. Just great. This is getting better and better. But please, forgive my manners. I'm Varden Merilith, second scryer of Lathwain. Who are you? And what do you want? Are you with the soldiers?
Soldiers?
The army folk. But if you have to ask, I suppose you're on your own. Tell me then, what brings you here?
That's a long story.
So you're the corporal from Lianon? Well, that's a surprise. I know the story, and once more I would like to apologize for what Scryer Elion did. She should not have opened fire. And also, I would like to express my admiration for your courage. I know you refused to carry out the order your general gave you.
How?
A scout observed the conversation you had with that man. Either way, your story sounds bizarre, but I don't think you are lying. And after the events in Lianon, it's only fair if we help you now, to make up for it. Not to mention the fact that the Bloodburn needs to be stopped.
So you'll provide us with troops?
It's not that simple. I have to bring up the matter before the other scryers, and they all have to agree. But not now. We currently have our own sack of problems to deal with.
Are you the leader of this place?
One of them, yes. I'm the second scryer, and the Moorhere Council is made up of 6 scryers in total. 7, actually, but our eldest passed away recently. Which complicates the decision-making, as you can imagine.
What problems do you have?
The short version? Leafshade has been struck by the Bloodburn. Elves and animals are affected, and for some reason it has a different effect on us than it has on your race. It corrupts us.
Corrupts?
Drives us mad. And if that weren't enough, the Council can't decide on a course of action. Pathetic, isn't it? People are dying, but all we do is bicker.
Where do you and Finrir disagree?
Oh, that's simple. Finrior claims that the corruption has nothing to do with the bloodburn, but is a curse of the Guardians. Of Ellen, to be precise.
I take it you have a different view on that.
I do. The Guardians are gone. This is a fact we have to deal with.
So where do you think this corruption comes from?
As I said, I think it's just how we elves react to the bloodburn.
How many of you are affected?
Not as many as in your kind. 1 in 10, maybe. And for some reason, the infection only spreads outside the city borders.
As I said, I'm trying to find a cure for the bloodburn. Maybe I might be able to help.
You want this alliance to happen as quick as possible, don't you? Well, yes, maybe your knowledge about the bloodburn could indeed help us. Give me a moment to think this through, will you? There are some things I need to consider.
All right. We should probably talk to the other scryer too.
Hola. Okay, ya sé.
What's next?
Just give the word.
What do we need? Let's see.
Huh? An Evran? What are you doing here?
What are these two arguing about?
I don't see why that concerns you. How did you get in here anyway? Get lost.
Interesting.
What? Who are you? Who let you in?
The gate was unguarded.
Really? Next thing you know, this place is being overrun by undead because the guards have all gathered to hear us bicker. You're from Gravefell, aren't you? I recognize that accent. I'm Arlen Finrior, first scryer of this settlement. What do you want?
I'm looking for allies, but let me start from the beginning.
Ah, so you're Isamo Taha's child. Well, you're lucky, I believe, that the Guardians have given us all a free will. I can see that you're nothing like your father, and it's true that the bloodburn has to be ended. I can agree with those crazy cultists on that much.
So you're going to help us?
I would if I could, but as you may have gathered by now, we have our own battle to fight here. Ellen has cursed us.
Does this town have a name?
It does. Lathwain, which roughly translates as respite.
Respite? Sounds kind of temporary.
Well, it is. I don't know how familiar you are with our history, but after the Finnenmere exiled us, we were promised lands by the Queen. Then the Mage Wars came, and understandably, our promised home wasn't of importance anymore.
That incident in Leonon won't make the Lord Marshal more sympathetic to your cause. You broke the White Mist Treaty.
Yes, and it was a horrible mistake. But the people were scared, particularly because Merilith did an excellent job at instilling fear and telling them that our little problem could be fixed by sending a group of scholars into Northander territory. And what good did it do? Nothing. You'd think that this failure would have shown the Moria how incapable Merilith is as a leader, but sadly, it didn't.
Vamos a saltarnos un poco lo secundario, gente, porque se alarga mucho.
I see. So Leafshade is only a stopover?
Yes. We will find our true home someday. I'm sure of that.
Ellen has cursed you?
Yes. Our lands are withering, and every 1 in 10 elves loses his mind. Their eyes turn black. They salivate like animals and attack everything in sight.
And you think Ellen has inflicted this curse upon you?
I know. You see, since we Moria left Finnenmere, more and more of our people have fallen away from our faith. Some even blame the Guardians for our exile. Briefly put, we were cast out of the Finnenmere Empire after we expressed doubts about the Elven Council.
Yes, I know the story.
As you can imagine, the years we spent on the road searching for a new home were strenuous. And as a result of that, more and more of our people lost faith in the Guardians, which is ironic, since our faith was one of the reasons we were cast out in the first place.
And what does all this have to do with the corruption?
Isn't it obvious? It's Ellen's punishment for us turning our backs on her.
You mean...
Yes. Ellen has protected our kind for millennia. And now, we have betrayed her. This is her punishment.
If it is a curse by Ellen, how can it be cured?
Of course. Despite all we have done, Ellen still considers us her children. What she wants is for us to remember her, to return to our true faith. In other words, it is a trial. All we need to do is to trust in Ellen's guidance. Then we will find a way to lift the curse.
If we help you lift this curse, would you be willing to ally yourselves with us?
Well, the Bloodburn is a scourge for all races, so, yes. Should you help us, I could take up the matter with the other scryers.
Now what?
Well, if there's any way to get their support, it's by helping them cure this corruption.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating, isn't it? I say we help the old one, Finrear. Merilith seems a tad too convinced of himself for my liking.
Then let's let them know. Yes?
All right, this is pointless. Does your offer still stand? An outsider who isn't dependent on the Council's approval might be just what we need.
Truth be told, I'm with Merilith. This might be another facet of the Bloodburn.
Is that so? Well then, go ahead. Go and serve that young fool if you must. I'm done with this.
Entre dos tiparracos. Y la verdad es que no sé.
Varden, please, would you mind leaving these travelers alone with your obscure theories?
Yes, sure, Arlen. Just keep on acting as if the Bloodburn isn't a threat. Blazes, wake up! Salangar, this is getting ridiculous. If nothing happens, we'll still be arguing in our graves. Tell me, your offer, does it still stand? An outsider who isn't dependent on the councils could be just what we need.
As I said, I'm happy to help.
Good. Blazes, you have no idea how good it is to talk with a person of reason for once. Come, let's discuss this elsewhere.
Yes, will do.
Más sensato hablando. Ay, que te da un empujón en el culete.
That's better. Blasted, isn't it incredible how this old man is unwilling to see reason?
From his point of view, you're the one who's being stubborn. He seems to be a very pious man.
There's a difference between being pious and being deluded. Anyway, all the better you're here. Let's discuss how we proceed. What we need first is proof to convince Arlen. As long as he insists on fighting that plague in prayer shrines, we cannot take any real action.
What kind of proof did you have in mind?
That remains to be seen. First of all, scout Leafshade's surroundings. Just like the Bloodburn, the infections don't follow a clear pattern, but all of them took place outside the city walls. I will mark the place on your map where the activity has been most extreme. Secondly, there's a human military outpost nearby. To investigate, you'll need to ask for permission to cross their borders. After the disaster in Lianon, the last thing we want is another breach of our treaty.
All right. We'll do our best.
Yes, and thank you. I appreciate your help.
Y por aquí los puntitos a investigar.
Nihal's hammer. I was beginning to think these discussions were never going to end.
No argument there. Let's go talk to the soldiers and see if they let us into their territory to find that proof.
Vale, y yo mientras tanto voy a ojear por aquí. Tema de habilidades, no me he dejado ninguna, ¿verdad? Vale, es que soy bastante despistado, ya lo sabéis, y en una de estas me olvido de algo y la haría. Progreso adecuadamente. Vale. el palito en llamas apoyado en el hombro. Eso para darse calor gente de las cervicales y que no le duela. Los magos que son muy listos. Son magos. Vale, hemos llegado. Mierda.
Oh, do you smell that?
Yeah, like carrion.
And the water has the same color as the blisters on the corrupted.
If you ask me, we just found the cause of this plague. And it's definitely not a curse.
Han desaparecido. Han desaparecido todos los puntos. De repente os dais cuenta.
Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
La arboleda que hay al sur. Ajá.
Huh. A traveler. Don't get many in these parts. What do you want? If you're looking for shelter, you've come to the wrong place.
Who are you people? This is Elven territory, isn't it?
Huh. Elven territory, my arse. Just because the Moor here were allowed to put up their little town here doesn't mean they own the whole jungle. As for who we are, if you don't know, then you probably don't have any business here.
Can you let us in?
As I said, no. This isn't a roadside inn. Now, sod off.
Wait, not so fast. The Moor here sent us. It's important.
The Moor here, huh? All right, fine. Come in, but make it quick. We already have visitors, and they aren't too fond of your employers.
Don't you think these soldiers will recognize you?
I doubt it. Even if they know General Nori is looking for me, they wouldn't know my face.
Huh?
You should rethink your position, old man. The light doesn't show mercy on those who betray it.
Well, maybe the light can show you the way out of my bloody camp instead.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Oh, I think I do. I'm messing with a bunch of renegade cutthroats who think they can walk into a camp of the Royal Army and make demands just because their lunatic leader told you so. So, one more time for the slow ones among us. We won't attack those elves. On the contrary, if you do as much as lay a finger on them, you'll have to deal with us too. Are we clear?
You...
Are we clear?
Yes.
What? Wait a moment. You? Gilbert Vilmas, 2nd Division Everlight Infantry, isn't it? Blazes. What are you doing here?
I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I'm not with the army.
Oh, am I? Could have sworn. Oh, well, never mind. Who are you then? And how the heck did you get in here?
The guard let me in. My name is Tahar, and I'm with the Moor here from Lithuania. There's something we need to discuss.
Tahar? Like that sodding rebel mage bastard? Boy, I surely don't envy your name. Forenthus Copper, 2nd rank sergeant to the Royal Army. So, what news do you bring from our elven friends?
Well, I assume you've taken note of this strange plague going on in Leafshade. The elves have sent me to investigate it, and are asking for permission to cross borders.
Granted.
Just like that?
What should I say? We need this plague gone as much as the Moor here. We've stayed away from the corrupted parts, aye, but we've nonetheless lost 3 men already. Just don't do anything unwise, and you can walk freely within our sectors. One more thing, though. There is something that we need done, and I don't have any men to spare at the moment. Would you be willing to help us as a sign of goodwill?
Of course. What do you need?
Well, it's simple. Since we made camp here, some of my men and women have contracted a nasty kind of fever. We ordered a shipment of herbs from another outpost in the Utran lands, but it hasn't arrived, and the man I sent to get it has not been heard of ever since. Would you be willing to search the shore for my scout, or maybe the ship itself? The weather has been rough lately, and maybe it was wrecked.
Sure. Any idea where we should search?
Aye. Do you have a map? Here. That's where we were supposed to receive the shipment.
Got it. Thank you.
That's quite the detour. And again, having a good reputation never hurts, does it?
That was my thinking.
Hay más centros de protección.
Now would you look at that? I'll leave you be.
Something you need?
Let's see.
Ajá. Vale, pues vámonos de aquí. Qué mal rollo da este vídeo, gente. ¿Qué queréis que os diga? Vale, con algunos no han escatimado en miniaturas, ¿eh? Copiar y pegar, copiar y pegar, copiar y pegar.
We should get moving.
That way?
Oi, you. Wait a moment.
Me?
No, the Queen's golden tits. Of course you. Say, does the name Bertrand Carpel ring a bell for you?
Why? What do you know about Bertrand?
Not much. Only that he came by our camp just this morning and told me he was looking for someone. And the face he described looked just like yours. Anyway, I told him I had no bloody idea what he was on about. So he left. But asked me to leave a message if you should come by. Which heck knows why you did.
What's the message?
Just that he's up north somewhere, here in Leaf Shade, and that he'll be waiting there for you until dusk.
How did he know I'd come?
Well, best you ask him that yourself, will you? I've got a shift to take care of.
Blasted armor. That's the way.
La corrupción en Miami, gente. Vale, sí, hemos hecho bien viniendo por aquí. Hola, venga. Aquí tenemos área, tenemos producción a lo bestia para los elfos,
Attack! No!
Highwaymen. Sure.
Well, keep you shielded.
You've read my mind.
Huh? Corporal?
I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I do. I'm Iana. I and those 5 men were hired to kill you.
Sí, lo soy y ellos lo eran.
You're assassins.
We are.
El español, el buen castellano.
Who are you working for? How did you know we'd be here?
You weren't as hard to follow as you think, Tahar. And regarding your first question, Amaria Leonider.
The House of Leonider? But why?
Well, I hate to say it, but there are a lot of people who want you dead, Tahar. The question should be, why her? And I'm afraid I don't have an answer for that. I'm not paid to ask questions.
Sorry, but I don't understand. Why did you help us?
I'm afraid that's complicated. Do you prefer the short or the long version?
Give me the long version.
All right. I didn't know much about you when I accepted the contract, save for the fact that you were a renegade soldier, and that you, together with an elf named Iria, escaped the Grey Keep prison somehow.
That would be me.
I thought so. Well, we followed your trail until Farland's Hope, where you entered that cave, wherever it leads. Since we couldn't follow you in there, we waited in the village. Well, And it was there I learned that you were after a cure for the blood burn.
And that made you change your mind?
Yes. To be frank, I lost someone to the blood burn. Someone very close to me. And even though nothing is going to bring her back, I want an answer. In other words, I want to offer you my services.
That guard who sent us here, he mentioned a friend of mine, Bertrand. Did you...
Harm him? No. I don't even know who or where he is. Leonider gave us that name and told us it would be a good lure. So we paid that guard a handful of coins to tell you his story. That's it.
That friend you lost, who was it? How did she die?
I would rather not talk about it. Not here. Not now.
How can you help us?
Well, judging from the trail of blood you left behind, this won't be your last battle. I can make sure they'll end in your favor. Also, I am... how should I put it? Different. I can feel and see things others can't.
Huh. Such as?
Such as the fact that you are searching for something you're afraid you'll never find. There's a voice haunting you from beyond the grave. And you want to do that voice justice.
I don't know what you're talking about, woman.
Maybe. Only you can know this. Long story short, I'm a dreamweaver.
A dreamweaver? I've heard that before. So you're some kind of mentalist?
Close. Let us suffice to say that I feel and perceive differently than most people. In every aspect.
Fair enough. Join us, if you must. We need all the support we can get.
Thank you. There are some things I need to take care of before I'm fully at your disposal. I suggest you finish whatever business you have here, and then meet me at the route back to Iskander.
Will do.
Good. I will be waiting. And thank you for your trust.
And off she goes.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing. There's something odd about that woman, but she is telling the truth. Sounds like a plan.
All right, why not?
Bueno, primero venimos aquí, que es donde estaba el puesto de comercio, por cierto.
Got it.
Más o menos. Sí.
This way, right?
Sure. You got it.
Danger up ahead. Is this really necessary?
Damn it! I need healing.
Vale, hay un montón.
Here we go.
Upa. Bien, 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 bien.
Just give the word. Get ready.
Interesting.
Help, please.
Let's see.
Help, please.
A ver, enano, ¿por qué no puedo curarte?
Yes.
Hacen pum.
Something you need?
Vale, pues...
Sure.
That's the way.
Understood.
Que a lo mejor no era aquí, oye, a lo mejor se me está yendo a mí la pinza. No, yo creo que sí que era ahí donde estaba el puesto de comercial.
Got it.
Bueno, pues vamos tirando para allá. Aquí hay otro puesto de corrupción, está bien saberlo. ¿Coneji? Vaya uno. Vale. Mola muchísimo. Es que no hay dos árboles iguales, gente. Es alucinante, de verdad. Total y absolutamente impresionante. Por cierto, mirad.
Sounds like a plan.
Ya sabéis lo que esto va a significar en algún momento, ¿verdad? Hay sitios con mucho material acumulado. Los elfos casi todo lo que utilizan es madera.
Blasted armor.
Las ventajas que me gustan.
All right, why not? Sure.
Don't move.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Here. Is this really necessary?
Nada, que no podemos curar a los enanos. No sé qué caray pasa aquí.
Help, please. Here.
Pero cada vez que intentamos curar al enano.
All right, here goes nothing. You'll have to wait.
Pasa lo mismo. Nos vamos curando cada vez que atacamos como bolas. Vale, eso con rojo significa que nos vamos a comer un pepino con el café.
Just give the word.
Now would you look at that?
That's the way.
That way?
This way, right?
Pero me cuesta. A lo mejor es que tiene mucha resistencia mágica o algo y por eso mismo no le afecta.
Blasted armor.
Me encantan estos paisajitos. Hombre, pues no es mal lugar para tener una cabañita, ¿eh?
All right, why not?
Roca a un lado,
Yes.
un laguito con cascada. Eso significa que de aquí seguramente podamos coger agua, simplemente purificarla un poco y ya está. Estamos al lado de un poblado. Hay cada sitio, de verdad. Cada lugar. A mí no me importaba nada vivir en un lugar así, ¿eh? De hecho, yo encantado.
Sure.
Compro una buena antena y a seguir subiendo vídeos y directos cada día. Así de simple. Sí, ya sé que no es tan simple, pero bueno, ya me entendéis.
Sounds like a plan.
Understood.
Hey.
You got it.
No. Elfo y enano.
A treant. Ellen's reigns.
Blazes! What has happened to it?
Mind clouded. Dark fog. Dying. Please, you. Run. Run now.
Tahar, I don't like how it's looking at us. I think we should leave.
So, what's the plan?
All right, so what the blazes was that? Why did it attack us?
The corruption. It must have taken hold of it.
That's odd. I get how this frenzy could be an elf's reaction to the blood burn, but how likely is it that a tree ant reacts the same way? Not to mention all the animals.
Yes.
Vale. Uy, qué mareo, se me ha dado la vuelta. Esto de que la cámara no vuelva a su posición original no mola. Pues qué faena, mira que me gustan a mí los trenes. Ha hecho crecer un montón de hierba, nos ha expulsado para protegernos. Qué tipo más majo. ¿Cómo no me van a caer bien los trenes? A la pera. Bueno, volvemos a la aldea. Vamos a hablar. De hecho, qué caray. Es un bicho de estos aquí.
Whatever's necessary.
Y aquí está el puesto de comer humano. Ah, no, ese. Ah, bueno, claro, caray, que es parte de la ciudad. Bien. No sé por qué lo estaba buscando yo tan lejos. Madre mía, con la araña, gente. Vamos a reunirnos. Puedo meter una cura. Me ha metido mucho y no hay ningún guardia protegiendo los aldeanos. Muy bien. Es vuestro único trabajo y estáis tocándoos la figa. Interesante.
Got it. Let's see.
Diferentes tipos de magos.
Yes? Did you find anything?
Two things. There's a treant who was affected by the corruption, which makes it likely that it isn't the blood burn that's causing this. Secondly, there are strange pools further down the jungle, and they seem to be tainted somehow. I doubt this was Ellen's doing.
Tainted, you say? But could it be...
What?
Well, something like this happened before. In Finn and Mir, over 2 centuries before. Which means, however, that I know how to solve this problem too. Blasted, why didn't I think of this earlier? I think it's time to let Arlen in on the results of our little expedition. Come, let's talk at the square.
Yes?
Arlen, our new friend found some interesting news that might be worth talking about.
Interesting.
What?
While you were busy praying our sorrows away, our new friend took the initiative and did some scouting. Care to tell him what we found?
Well, the corruption is neither caused by the blood burn nor by the Guardians. There are tainted pools down in the jungle which seem to be responsible.
Pools? But...
Yes, Arlen. They have been tainted.
What do you mean? What are those pools and how do we cleanse them from the taint?
They are... how should I put it? The life source of this forest. Apparently there's a cave full of Aria and Lenya beneath leaf shade, which is one of the reasons why this forest is so lush.
So the water is... magical?
Well, not exactly, but it's vital to the forest's survival. If it has somehow been corrupted, which your story suggests it has, that's bad.
And how do we cleanse them? Is this even possible?
Yes, but it's not an easy task. We'll need a lot of resources for that. And our most capable commander, Gilius, is not in leaf shade at the moment.
Well, if you want to, I can help. I've served as a commander for almost a decade.
I'm not?
If we do that, give you the command over this place until the problem is solved, do you promise by Ellen not to abuse your power?
Arlen, what?
Do you promise?
Yes, I do.
Good. Then I will instruct the citizens to follow your command. For now, at least. As I said, cleansing the pools is complicated, but possible. In order to do that, we will need to expand our sector. The ritualists need to have free and safe passage through the jungle.
I will do my best. What do we do once we've secured one of those pools?
Instruct our workers to cleanse them and make sure they are protected. If the animals are as savage as you claim, then they might be a real danger. Now, best we get started. We've wasted enough time already.
Understood.
Good. Varden, send word to the guards. I will take care of the workers.
Well, that was quick. Let's make sure not to blow our chance.
Fair enough. If we want the elves to be able to perform the rituals on those altars, we'll need to secure a path to them first.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sure.
That's the way.
Poca. 108, 117, 42, 10. No es que haya mucha, la verdad. Así que vamos a ponerlo más o menos por aquí. Ok. Vale. No sé lo que hay aquí, pero se está moviendo.
Will do. Let's see.
They ambushed us. Those fucking bastards ambushed us.
Who did? What happened?
The Bane. That tattooed whore. One moment it was all normal, then they started slitting our throats.
Shit. They're in control of your outpost now?
No. I'm just here because I wanted to stretch my legs. Most of my men were still too sick to fight because of that bloody fever. It was a massacre. Listen, friend. They want to burn that elven village to the ground. You need to stop them. Arlen, he's a good man. He...
May your rains cleanse him from his pain.
This complicates things. If the Bane is willing to slaughter a division of the Royal Army for their goals, they won't show mercy on the Moor here either.
Then we won't show it either.
Let's see.
Huh?
You got it.
Nos vamos a tener que preocupar también, como iba diciendo, del puesto de avanzado humano.
This way, right? Sure, this way, right?
Vale, por ahí veo piedra.
Let us see.
Bien, bosques, novicia.
Yes, suppose that.
Building completed.
Vale, vamos a andar por aquí con cuidadito, gente.
What do we need?
You'll regret this. Oh! Not yet!
What's next?
Help! Please!
Huh? All right, why not? That's the way.
Blasted armor.
Sure. All right, why not?
All right. Help! Please!
Oh yeah.
Help! Please!
Eso es, cuidado, cuidado.
What do we need?
Igual no se muere.
They will fall.
Help! Please!
Bueno. Venga, jurado. Madre mía, qué pedazo de ejército nos acabamos de cargar, gente. Vale, esto tenemos que hacerlo, gente, sí o sí.
Help! Please!
That way? All right.
Expansion is the key to
I need
victory.
healing.
¿En serio?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
I need healing.
Sounds like a plan.
They killed one of our heroes.
I need help over here.
Vale. No me esperaba yo.
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
No voy a mandar recursos porque van a palmar ahora.
Whoa. This is bizarre.
Joder, Dios, pero... ¡Ah! ¡Dejadme un segundo!
We're being attacked.
Bien.
Squire, we lost a sector.
It will be swift.
We're being attacked.
Cierto, cierto. Tengo que quedarme a buscar. Vale. Vale, tengo que venir aquí a darles estoca.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
All right. Yes?
Yes, almost there.
Vale, unidades básicas, ¿vale? Son muy básicas lo que tenemos ahora. Tenemos que utilizar los avances tecnológicos, perdón. Luego conquistaremos esto. Uf. Esta nos va a costar un poquito más de lo que pensaba. Un devoto. No tengo claro lo que vamos a conseguir con esto, pero bueno. Acaban de limpiar.
We should get moving.
You got it.
Media ciudad.
You read my mind.
Todo lo que había de elfos hasta aquí se lo han ventilado.
That way?
¿Qué fallo?
Sure.
Marques. Bueno.
Understood.
What is it, Squire?
¿Qué? ¿Seguís queriendo atacar? ¿Seguís queriendo atacar?
That's the way.
Complicated than I thought.
Tenéis que estar de WhatsApp.
We're being
¿De dónde
attacked.
sale? ¡Madre mía! Es que acabamos de empezar y están atacándonos a saco, gente. Están atacándonos a saco. No me están dando la ocasión apenas de hacer nada.
That way?
This way, right?
Bien. Tenemos 4 y una arquera, ¿vale? vamos a coger
Give the word.
lo que nos queda. Vale. Lo que voy a hacer es dejarlos ahí defendiendo y voy a intentar ir con estas tropas hasta...
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
You got it.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
De hecho, esto lo voy a dejar ahí en cuanto pueda. Aumentaremos el límite de población en cuanto tengamos la ocasión, gente. De paso vamos a aumentar esto. Y vamos a fabricar, ¿vale? Vamos a colocar...
Blasted armor.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Vamos a convertirlo en un santuario. Con esto, gente, lo que conseguimos es que se transforme
The
en una
outpost has been
torreta.
built. We've expanded our borders.
Pero claro, tienen que llegarme los recursos.
Yes.
Y no tengo ni idea de por dónde
So,
están
what's the
viniendo
plan?
realmente.
What is it, Scryer?
Me la voy a jugar. Voy a suponer que vienen por aquí. Cosa que me va a cabrear un poco, pero bueno.
Got
Como
it.
vengan por arriba dando el rodeo, me va a sentar mal. Pues vais a cagar, more.
Here we go.
Tratamos, Se ha empezado a construir fuera del espacio que esperar. Eso, grita. Dadme experiencia, mina de hierro, cantera, vale, esto básicamente es para que no tengan recursos, ¿vale? Hay que limitar sus recursos para que no nos estén
More
dando
necessary. Does this never
cada
end?
2 minutos, como han hecho antes.
Yes?
Bueno, la verdad es que en 2 minutos nos mandaron 2 oleadas. Vale, ¿cuántos tengo libres? 14.
Yes, Scryer.
Pues como ahora tenemos la cantera,
Haven't heard from her in a while.
vale, hay que estar atento a muchas cosas.
Yes.
Como podéis ver, vale, 64%.
I'll keep you shielded.
¡Ostras! Y esto es a lo que me refería yo, ¿vale? Esto es a lo que me refería, gente. Lo habéis visto, ¿no? Han venido por arriba y a atacar a traición.
We're being attacked!
Se van a cagar. Y además venís 4 mandados, en serio.
That way?
All right. Why not?
Bueno.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Ya me lo creo.
Is this really necessary?
¡Ah! Estas dos.
We're being attacked!
No me voy a gastar la pasta. A ver. Haces un pincherito. Nada. Se me queda... Es el problema de manejar muchas tropas, que a veces se quedan tontas.
This'll be fun.
Y he perdido...
Huh?
Creo que he perdido a 2.
Iria? Why did the Moorhere leave Finn and Mir in the first place? Everybody I've asked so far gave me a different answer to that question.
Well, in a nutshell, because they had a disagreement with the Elder Council. They were convinced that the Council weren't serving Ellen and the Guard.
Seguimos creando tropas. Estas van a ser la número 6.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
What did it mean?
Being ignorant, backwards looking, prudish, and overly religious.
What's next?
Vale, ahora tenemos unas cuantas más.
Just give the word.
Con las que podemos hacer pupita. Y lo que voy a hacer...
What is it, Scryer?
What do we need?
Estas las voy a traer aquí.
Sounds like a plan.
Las que acabo de crear,
Sure.
las voy a dejar ahí.
Will do.
Oh, pero si aquí hay otro puesto que van a tener que destruir.
That way? I see.
Si quieren pasar.
Yes?
Y esto me dará tiempo, ¿vale? No lo voy a tocar.
All right,
Y esto,
give me a
gente,
second.
esto se parece a un altar de la runa de los de SpellForce 1. Solamente falta la estatua gigante en el medio y ya está.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Remanencias del viejo. Vale, buen nombre. Me comentan que esto es una torre.
Whatever's necessary.
Así que primero me cargo la torre defensiva esta. Vale, ya está hecho.
Here we go.
A veces cura y a veces no. Vale, gente, es algo muy curioso. A veces cura y a veces no. No tengo claro por qué.
All right, here goes nothing.
Vale, 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 vale. Una vez
This way, right? You read my mind.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Acabas de meter un leñazo guapísimo. Me he quedado sin unidades a meter prácticamente.
Danger up ahead. More fighting. Does this never end?
Vale, quiero dejar personas tejado. Por eso no estoy curando.
You'll regret this.
Vale, me va a costar un rato, Me va a costar un ratito.
Help, please.
Vale, bien, bien. Esto también se desvía. Cuidadito, cuidadito. What? No, no, no. No, colega, no.
All right. Help, please.
Esto es alucinante. Yo estoy flipando. Están destruyendo una torre en mi cara y no puedo destruirla porque los tíos van a tocar.
Get ready.
Ahora sí. ¿Qué pasó? Como podéis ver, ya tenemos melee, ¿vale?
Yes.
Fine. I'll keep you shielded. All
I need
right.
help over here. Here we go.
Vale, eso que nos acabamos de cargar, si no me equivoco, es un metro.
Building completed.
Buah, gente, esto va a llevar rato, así que voy a hacer una cosa.
They will fall.
Necesitamos más comida. Ya pues.
Let us see.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Orders?
Es que hemos perdido a todas las tropas ya.
Just give the word.
More force necessary. Does this never end?
All right, here goes nothing. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Creo que no voy a poder, gente. Uy, qué bestia.
Help, please.
Vale, lo que sí que puedo hacer.
Blasted armor.
Fijaos, es que, claro, se está recuperando tan rápido que no nos da tiempo.
That way?
Danger up ahead.
Nothing.
Pues nada, ahora ya no tenemos unidades directamente.
That should work.
Here we go.
That's the way.
A ver, tía.
Get ready.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Quiero comprobar que no estoy recuperando. Vale, bien. Va a llevar un rato, Ya os lo digo ahora. Va a llevar un rato. En la parte de gestión la han complicado tanto.
What do you need?
Que resulta sufrida,
So, what's the plan? Sounds like a plan. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Damn it! I need healing. Or keep you shielded.
Buah, yo estoy flipando.
They've killed one of our heroes.
¿Cómo puede costar tanto?
I need help over here.
Help, please. Blazes. That was unexpected.
This is still strange.
Now would you look at that? Fascinating. Simply fascinating.
De otra forma. Vamos a seguir con el plan original de desgastarlos por aquí, porque ir directos no sirve.
Give the word.
Ostras, es que me han volatilizado el ejército en un segundo y no tenemos comida. Significa que los cazadores no están recolectando suficiente y claro, si no hay caza, es que es lo que no me gusta de esto.
Orders?
Oh, no hay caza, pero hay una granja. Espera. Que igual tenemos un sistema. Un segundito, que igual tenemos un sistema, gente. Todos a por la misma. Que así terminamos antes. Cantera, mina de hierro y otra cantera, vale. Han construido mientras estábamos fuera. Esto es bueno. ¿Cómo que mi base está? Qué bueno.
We're being attacked.
Han picado, gente, han picado. Han ido directos a por la que tenemos externa. Vamos a eliminarles esto porque no podemos fabricar más.
Just give the word.
Esto significa que estamos sin recursos.
You'll regret this.
Has perdido un sector. Ay, no me importa.
Scryer, we lost a sector.
Danger up ahead.
Here goes nothing.
Building completed.
Orders?
Y yo estoy sacrificando un poquito algunas unidades.
Get ready.
They will fall.
Let's do
Does
this.
this never end?
Vale, no vienen aquí y no vienen por aquí, entonces no van a atacar por alguna razón que desconozco.
We should get moving.
Este vídeo va a ser bastante largo, gente, porque habéis visto que hemos tenido esa primera parte gratuita en la que no ha pasado nada, pero había mucha historia y no puedo dejarla sin más, no puedo cortar sin más escenas. Y esta parte que está haciendo como combate. Esto es necesario porque habéis empezado a atacarnos sin
whatever's necessary.
Sure.
Yo voy sin miedo.
They will fall.
Get ready.
Danger up ahead. Fine.
Esto lo voy a activar por si acaso.
What do we need? Let's see.
Cabaña de caza.
Yes.
Voy a desgastar, ¿vale? Esto lo voy a hacer.
Oh, fair enough. Let's do this.
¿En serio se ha venido directo? Lo que me mosquea es que no nos hayan dicho, mira que te están atacando a un aliado.
Bro? Alright, why not?
You got it.
Is this really necessary?
Bien. Vale, hemos perdido dos. Siguen los cazadores, siguen a ellos.
Sure,
That way?
understood.
All right, here goes nothing.
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
¿Qué pasó?
I'll keep you shielded.
Yes? Whatever's necessary.
Vale. Ya empieza a costarles para su
Sounds like a
osadía.
plan.
Blasted armor.
Here we go.
You read my mind.
They will fall. Does this never end?
Y ahora ya empieza...
Fair
Danger
enough.
up
Let's
ahead.
do this.
We should get moving.
Yes.
Que dejes de reparar. What? ¿Y lo estoy curando, tío? ¿Eh?
Uh-huh.
Fine.
All right. here goes
Danger up
nothing.
ahead.
Vale, otra que perdemos.
Yes.
Get ready.
Es que las están one-shoteando, gente. Uf.
So, what's the plan?
You read my mind.
Give the word.
What's next?
More fighting. Does this never end?
Venga, vamos,
Whatever's
vamos,
necessary.
vamos, vamos. Que ya casi está.
I'll keep you shielded.
Vamos, chavales.
Ajá.
No, a mí no me disimulas. Yo sé que estabas reparando, cabrón.
All right. Fine.
Va costando un huevo, pero ya, en cuanto tengamos esto, el resto ya va rodado. De hecho, igual dejo el capítulo aquí porque, esto se ha alargado más de lo que pensaba. No pensé que fueran a salir tan chetos mis nuevos enemigos. Fija, solo con esto me basto para eliminar a estos. Total. Y mientras vayamos al listillo que de vez en cuando va intentando preparar, repara uno solo más rápido que nosotros con 20 unidades de resto. Hay que estar con mucho ojito.
Yes?
Vale. Ahora se va turnando entre los dos y aquí la mano.
Sounds good to me.
Venga, vamos. No está subiendo. Vamos, ya casi nos cargamos aquí a los cabritos que han intentado reventarnos. ¡Hola! Venga, un segundo que he bajado.
Help! Please, damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes!
No,
damn it! I need healing.
What do we need?
They killed one of our heroes!
So, what's the plan? No. Don't die on me, will you? We need you. I need help over here.
Vamos, que no me da nada.
No. Don't die on me, will you? We need you.
Que estáis de coña, ¿no?
I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes!
Esto cada vez pasa.
The target
¿Por
set.
qué? ¿Por qué? Criatura eliminada y... A ver. Tenemos altares. ¿Por qué no
They
puedo
killed one of our
resucitar
heroes.
para revivir al menos a 2 de ellos? Ya resucitaron el resto con guardias. Madre mía. ¡Ah, qué desastre! Bueno, gente, hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy, ¿vale? Retomaré la grabación justo cuando lleguemos a este punto. De todos modos, iba a dejarlo justo al cargárnoslo a 100 puntos. 2 ataques y ya estaba. ¡Ah, qué mal! Bueno, lo dicho, mis dracolitos, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado la historia. Me está gustando mucho el juego, realmente, aunque esté jugando de aquella manera. Y bueno, se está alargando un poquito porque realmente es una historia densa. Como podéis ver, mucho de leer, mucho de ver y mucho de buscar. Nosotros ya no estamos investigando alrededores para cortarlo mucho y evitar tener vídeos de 4 horas. Así que nada, voy a ir dejándolo por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado. Si es así, ya sabéis, un buen like, compartido y comentado. Y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo de SpellForce 3 aquí en la guarida. El martes que viene, más y mejor.